Have you ever wondered what would happen if you combine two seemingly completely different materials, synthetic enamel paint and cement? On one hand, you have a glossy, smooth coating. On the other, a hard, porous material. Experimenting with mixing them is not only a fascinating physical test, but also opens up opportunities to create new textures and unique surfaces. But will this mixture adhere well, maintain its hardness, or just form an unstable, loose mass? Let's explore and discover the results of this unexpected blend. Synthetic enamel paint is a type of oil-based paint. It is commonly used to coat metal, wood, or outdoor surfaces due to its weather resistance and anti-yellowing properties. In this experiment, I use a 100 milliliters disposable cup with pre-marked measurements to accurately measure the amount of synthetic enamel paint. Careful measurement helps control the ratio between the paint and cement, making it easier to observe the results and adjust the mixture if necessary. Next, I prepare 2 cups to measure the additional liquid components. First, I pour 50 milliliters of glue into 1 cup, ensuring an accurate amount so the mixture achieves the desired adhesion. The second cup holds 50 milliliters of water, which is used to adjust the consistency, making the mixture easier to blend evenly and more convenient to work with. After preparing all the components, I proceed to make a simple stirring tool to save time and effort. Instead of mixing by hand, this tool allows for quickly blending the paint, cement, glue, and water, ensuring a smooth, homogeneous mixture without any clumps. Simply attach the stirring tool to a drill, and you have a convenient mini mixer. This method allows the paint, cement, glue, and water mixture to blend quickly and evenly without any effort. Next, I slowly pour the water into the cup containing the glue and begin mixing it thoroughly using the homemade mixer. Adding the water first allows the glue to thin gradually, making it easier to combine, preventing clumping and resulting in a uniform mixture. After a short period of mixing, it is clear that the glue and water mixture has become noticeably thinner, with reduced viscosity and a smoother flow. At this point, I gradually add the cement, mixing continuously as I go to ensure it blends evenly, minimize clumping, and allow the mixture to thicken progressively, preparing it for the next mixing steps. During the mixing process, additional cement can be added little by little to adjust the thickness of the mixture. After mixing, the mixture reaches a balanced consistency, neither too runny nor too thick. At this stage, I pour the prepared cement mixture into synthetic enamel paint and continue stirring until everything is fully combined, forming a unified mixture that is ready for the next testing step. To achieve a clearer and more visually appealing color on the painted surface, I add a small amount of color paint to mixture. This addition helps the color appear more even, enhances the surface's aesthetics, and allows the shade to be easily adjusted as desired before application. You can also add powdered pigment or colorant at this stage. In this case, I am using acrylic paint. After thorough mixing, the mixture becomes uniform with a clear and visually appealing color. Its texture is thick and smooth, free of clumps, dense enough to adhere well to the surface while still being easy to apply. Now I will test this mixture on various surfaces to evaluate its adhesion and surface protection performance. First, I will test it on this fiber cement board surface. The surface of the fiber cement board is relatively rough, porous, and highly absorbent, and it is typically made from cement combined with reinforcing fibers because it is not very smooth. This surface provides many anchoring points for the coating material, but at the same time it also allows paint or the mixture to be absorbed quickly. After applying the coating, I let the mixture on the fiber cement board dry naturally and then move on to testing it on a metal surface. I will leave this metal bar to dry in place so I can observe the curing process of the coating, then move on to testing it on a more unusual material, the Foamex board. This material has distinctly different properties, which should reveal interesting reactions and adhesion behavior of the mixture when applied to a non-traditional surface. During application, I use a paint roller to evenly roll the mixture onto the surface of the Foamex board. The roller helps spread the coating into a thinner, more uniform layer, minimizes brush marks, and allows for easy control of the coating thickness. After application, the surface appears quite smooth, even and continuous. The coating spreads nicely without pinholes or clumping. Notably, the adhesion is very good. The mixture bonds firmly to the Foamex surface, giving a stable feel and suggesting effective surface protection once it is fully cured. After completing the coating on the Foamex board, the metal bar and the fiber cement board have also fully dried. Observing the metal surface, it is clear that the coating adheres quite well, with no sliding or peeling after drying. Small, fine particles appear across the surface, creating a lightly textured finish that resembles concrete. This effect not only enhances the industrial aesthetic, but also indicates that the mixture has formed a stable bond with a metal substrate. When lightly rubbed with a metal object, the coating does not scratch or peel, indicating that both the adhesion and surface hardness are at a fairly good level. Once the coating is fully dried on the Foamex board, the surface becomes smooth, even and clean with clear and fairly uniform color. The coating adheres firmly without cracking or edge peeling, while still preserving the material's characteristic lightness, resulting in a neat and stable finish feel. The texture of the coating after drying has a slight roughness, with fine particles evenly distributed across the entire surface. This makes a material well worth using for small DIY projects. Next, I will move on to another tip involving colored concrete, focusing on how to add color directly to cement mixture to achieve a higher aesthetic effect. This method allows the color to penetrate evenly throughout the material, creating a surface with greater depth, stable coloration, and a strong decorative concrete character. I will use pigment powder to color it instead of paint, as in the first method. First, I will mix dry concrete using sand and cement, a ratio of 2 parts sand to 1 part cement. This ratio provides a stable mixture with a workable consistency. Then, I slowly add water while mixing continuously, adding and observing at the same time to control the consistency of the mixture. When the concrete reaches a state that is neither too runny nor too thick, making it easy to mix and shape, for the pigment powder, I follow the same approach, adding it gradually during mixing and observing the color change after each addition. Once the mixture reaches a desired tone, uniform and clearly defined, I stop adding pigment to ensure a stable color that is suitable for application. At this point, the mixture is well balanced in both consistency and color. I will now use this colored concrete mixture to create the handle for the sharpening file, enhancing grip during use while adding a unique, personalized DIY detail to the tool. First, I need to prepare a mold to pour the mixture into, which will shape the handle according to the desired size and form. I will use a cardboard tube as a temporary mold for the handle. The tube is flexible and easy to find, and it can be cut shorter or adjusted in diameter to match the desired handle size. When pouring the colored concrete mixture inside, the cardboard tube helps maintain a stable shape during curing and can be easily removed once the handle is hardened. After pouring the entire mixture into the cardboard tube, I insert the sharpening file in the correct position to shape the handle while keeping it straight and secure. Next, I let the mixture dry naturally until the concrete fully hardens, forming a stable, well-fitting handle ready for the next finishing steps. After letting it dry completely for 2 days, the concrete is hardened. At this point, I peel off the cardboard tube from the handle, revealing the final shape. Thanks to the paper mold, the handle retains a smooth, round, and solid form, ready for the next finishing steps. The color of the concrete after removing the mold is beautiful, even, and natural. The fine particles in the mixture create a subtle tonal effect, giving a sense of solidity and aesthetic appeal, making the handle both durable and visually striking, perfect for a refined DIY project. From this experiment, it is clear that mixing synthetic enamel paint with cement or creating DIY colored concrete yields both interesting and practical results. The mixtures not only adhere well and remain stable on various surfaces, but also produce unique aesthetic effects. From lightly textured, concrete-like finishes on metal to smooth, evenly colored, and sturdy tool handles. These DIY tips not only make efficient use of materials, but also open up new creative possibilities for decoration and personalized tool making.